Alright guys, top of the morning, Kish My World. Yes, you might be wondering why Kish My World is in this channel, even though it's Revolvo Media. But I am here first of all to tell you guys, if you're watching from Kish My World, subscribe to this channel because this is going to be one of the biggest channels here in South Africa. You're gonna love it. And you can see I'm in South Africa, Pretoria, live and direct. It's not photoshopped, it's not fake. And I've taken over the channel, but the owner of the channel is right here next to me, you know, Stevovo 19.
Stevovo 19.
Yeah, so I would ask you guys to just subscribe to his channel and just support the brother here. Show him some love from Kish My World as we continue to have our small talks here with him. So now back to the owner of the channel, you know, here, Kish My World. Let's have our cameraman help us in the filming. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
let me take this opportunity and say welcome to my channel.
Yes, thank you.
Kish My World has already pointed out my channel is Stevovo 19. And let me take this opportunity and say, my brother, welcome to South Africa.
Thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yes, I had a wonderful day today. I'm coming from Joburg.
Yeah.
When I had to range, you've landed.
You had to come.
I had to come.
Yeah.
I had to drop everything and say, no, let me come and see these guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't know, you know, I was in Joburg 2 times actually. But the thing is, my videos were a bit behind, so maybe a lot of people didn't know I'm here. But once I came, a lot of people were texting me, oh, I'm here, let's meet, let's do videos, everything. So maybe that's why we didn't get to contact before. But now I'm here, and it's so good. I like that even you had to come all the way here. It shows like you really are passionate about what you want, about what you're doing. Yeah, and that's what I like, man. I like the drive. And thank you so much for the sacrifice and for also driving us around in your perfect combi. Very nice car, you know. Love it, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but you know, I don't even know where to start.
Yes.
Very much excited to meet you. I've seen you during the day.
Yeah.
Just to observe, just to see what you do.
Yeah.
Just to gather some experiences there and there. You are not afraid to speak with people.
Yes.
For us, we were saying, hey, this guy, look, hey, he's going
oh,
to speak.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very difficult to approach people when you think you don't like to be rejected.
Yeah.
I think that one will lead me to ask me, how do you do that? Like in terms, is it because of confidence or?
Yeah. Okay, I mean that's a very good point you're asking. In fact, that's a very good topic you brought for the channel here, because a lot of people also would be very interested to learn about my YouTube journey and how things work. So that could even be your topic for the day.
Yeah, let's go. I wanted to go there. It's like you've read my mind. Yeah, I wanted to.
Well, the thing is, with the question that you asked, I think it's all about my personality, because I love people. Like generally, I just love people, and for me, I can just stand here, like if I'm curious about something from like even like those guys sitting there, or it doesn't matter if it's police, if it's military,
you go for it.
If it's normal, I just go. Like I don't know, something just drives me to ask, and I usually do that off camera, on camera. Even when I'm with like my friends, or like with my girl, sometimes she even gets angry because I end up talking to some random strangers everywhere.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that helps me also in just translating it to the channel and what I'm doing. I talk to strangers, and you know, it's normal in the world. Some people won't respond to you well, they'll ignore you. Some of them will embrace you. Some of them will even, you know, take you in. It's just normal. You just have to get used to it. And because of a lot of distrust among people, that's why people might actually just like seem to ignore or not want to talk to you. But always face people with a smile, start on a light note, you know, start with something positive, you know.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you're talking to girls, most of the time I start with like complimenting like their hair or how they look or something. Then that already sets what they like. If you're talking to guys, compliment maybe like their shoes or their style or their swag, you know, it helps them with something. Or ask, like for example, somebody just ask them, excuse me, I'm not from here, but who is this guy? Then somebody already, they know your intention.
Yeah.
Then at least they let their guard loose. I mean, it's just some small tips that I use to just go around. But either way, it needs confidence. And also it depends.
And okay, in terms of your journey, when did you start this YouTube, and what happened for you to
start the journey?
Start the channel? Because for us, I mean, let me say for me, I was inspired by the girls from Kenya, you guys.
Okay,
So
yeah.
inspired by them and said, no, man,
Yeah.
we can do these things.
Okay,
And-
actually, for me it's very weird because I am from Kenya,
Mhm.
and I never knew about YouTubers in Kenya. I never knew even YouTube was a thing, like big thing.
Yeah.
Because I was busy living my life in Europe. But I used to be a traveler since the beginning. I was traveling in different countries. Then there's some friends of mine from Sweden. I was like, hey, I'm traveling to this place, I'm traveling to that place. Then they were like, oh, how is the place? And I'm like, it's nice, I really enjoyed like seeing this one. Or like maybe let's say I'm not doing YouTube. And South Africa is so developed, it's so clean, the streets are so nice, the people are so cheerful, you know. Then they were like, man, I'd really like to see that. Why don't you like record for us and we see? Because I used to do it on my Instagram. Then like, you know, what I saw on Instagram, I wish it was longer, I wish I could see more of it. Then one girl in particular called Sharon, she was like, why don't you just start a YouTube channel so we can be seeing these things? Then I was like always downplaying it. No, you know, I also was thinking, now how would I start holding a camera, speaking to myself, you know, all these things. I was like, nah, I don't think that's my thing, you know. But then she kept insisting and she was like, you know, just show it. Then she was like, you know what? If you record, I will be editing.
Yeah.
And then you upload on your channel. You can even make money from it. Then I was like, what? You can make money online like that? Then she was like, yeah. So I was like, she's too serious. I need to be serious. So I bought my first camera, a GoPro 10, as I was going for holiday in Mexico. And that was the first time I started recording videos.
When was that?
That was in about 2 years ago, or less than 2 years. Yeah, something like that. So I started just recording, and I was just recording it for fun, and just to show her and some other people how it is. Until I was now doing some research about Mexico, and I googled it. I was in a place called Cancun, Mexico, and I was thinking like things to do and stuff. Then I saw this guy pop up, and his name was Ayamarwa. Then I was like, okay, I never knew who that guy was. I never used to watch him. Then I was like, oh, so this guy is also doing YouTube. Maybe I can like, you know, I understand how he does. Because the other Kenyan, I realized he's Kenyan. And I'm like, okay, so Kenyan is, I saw he had been to many places. And I was like, wow, this guy maybe is somebody to link up with.
Yeah.
So I sent him a message. We started talking, but we were in different places. So by the time he responded to the message, I had already left. Then I was like, okay, let me just keep following the guy and seeing what he does. And I wasn't really again doing YouTube much, just not seriously at all. I was just playing around. Until when he came to visit me in Sweden, because he was doing a Europe tour. Then he messaged me also. He was like, yeah, I'm coming to Sweden. And then I was like, yeah, come and stay in my place, because I also love hosting people, you know. I was like, just come to my place, no problem. And then he came. Then I told him also, I do some videos, but I'm not too serious. He's like, yo, you need to be serious, because you can actually even start traveling full time with YouTube. Then I was like, nah, man, you can't just be recording and doing videos and you get some money. Until he was like, let me just show you evidence. And he showed me how much money he had been paid for the last couple of months. And my jaw dropped, literally. Yeah. He was making more than even doctors are making just from, and I was like, is this only YouTube money? And he was like, yeah, this is just YouTube money. This is all I do. So I was like, I was surprised to learn that actually YouTube does pay. Yeah, and it pays really well. Yeah. And by then he only had 360,000 subscribers. Now he's at half a million.
Half a million now.
Yeah.
No, I know it's a big guy. I know.
Exactly.
Then when you were busy explaining, so the challenges that one encounter when you are busy vlogging and stuff like that. Because now me, I'm starting.
Yes.
I still have that fear.
Yeah.
Say, hey, people when maybe I'll.
Okay. It's a fear you have to overcome. This one, there's no shortcut about it. That's the only thing. Yeah. This one has no shortcut. You have to do it.
So some of the challenges that you encounter?
Yeah, some of the challenges. For me personally, the challenges I would encounter, what would I say? Planning. I'm not a good planner. Yeah, definitely I'm not a good planner. So I don't really plan well before I go to a place. But I also am a very random person, so I use that as my advantage. Yeah. Other challenges maybe are like, you know, internet problems. You might go to places that internet are giving you problems. Technological problems. Sometimes the camera can just decide to die. If it's too hot, it can overheat. If it's too cold, it can freeze. All these things. Yeah, and also it's expensive traveling, because me, the genre I do is some people make money like from just doing podcasts. They sit down, there's no
Yeah,
expense.
there's-
Some
yeah,
people
yeah,
just
yeah.
show their work, some people show their city. Me, I'm a world traveler, so it's very expensive when you're going from country to country, you know, food, hostels, everything. Another thing you lack, you lose consistency in your life. Like for example, I haven't been in my house for the last almost 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
So I haven't had a home cooked meal for myself in like 6 months. I always have to look for a restaurant, and sometimes you find a good restaurant, you enjoy their food, but then in 2 days you have to leave. Sometimes you go, you know, you meet some very interesting people. After 5 days you have to leave them. So all this inconsistency, those are the challenges that I might say. And you lose your routines. Yeah, you lose your routines, things you used to do, all these things, you kind of lose them. So that's the biggest challenge, I think.
Yeah, no. Very inspiring.
Yeah.
So, if one can ask, if you had to give maybe any advice to someone like me who's starting a channel.
Yeah.
My channel is still very,
Very new.
yeah, very new.
Well, what I would say for somebody who's starting a channel,
But I prefer vlogging. I think
you prefer vlogging.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. No, that's the thing.
I'm strong with that part.
The thing
like
you
my
do-
guy behind the camera, he always tell me, "I know, Steve, when you must do
Yeah.
vlogging." Yeah, no.
Yes. The
But
thing
sometimes
is,
I feel like I think I'm shy, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But I'm okay. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
the thing
Advice?
is, you know, the thing is just sit down and plan. Planning takes, it would help you a lot. Plan what you want to do. Have a niche. You know, there's different contents. You can even do
Yeah, yeah.
vlogging, but you can do like food vlogging. You can do travel vlogging. You can do. There's a guy I know who does airline reviews only, and he's
Oh, yeah,
having millions of subscribers. There's a guy who does metros. There's a guy who does public transport. There's a guy who does, you know, like dangerous foods. There's a guy who does luxury hotels. So you have to find your niche and understand which niche you want. Something you're passionate about will help you a lot. Some people just do even like walking videos. They don't speak. They just switch on the camera and they walk around and they're doing well. So there's always a market for something. Find your niche, but take your time, plan, and just know what your strengths, where they are, your weaknesses, what you can do better, and always just try and improve each and every time, each and every day. And then consistency. Yeah, you might, first of all, before you start, you have room for error. Do a lot of errors, do a lot of mistakes, until now you start getting your thing. But you can only learn by doing it. The only way to learn how to swim is by jumping in the pool. You cannot learn by theory. You'll be told how to do, how to breathe, but until you swim and practice, do it. You might get 1 view, you might get 20 views, you might get even 1 million views at once. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
The algorithm is very funny. But you just keep doing your thing, and trust me, by the end of it, you will get your ground, and keep pushing on. Yeah, man.
No. Thank you very much. In closing,
Yes.
how I'm switching now, right?
Yes.
How do you find South Africans people? Starting
people of
by
South
us.
Africa?
Yeah, starting by
Oh,
me.
okay.
And, starting by me and,
Yeah.
and him behind the
Well,
the camera.
of course, you guys are the first real representations of the South Africans that I'm dealing with as of here and now. But South Africans are really good people, really friendly. You know, really, they really show a lot of concern. You know, they're just outright amazing people, and they are a very welcoming society. And the people, they're very tolerant of each other. Even if you see, like when you're walking around the streets, the people, they're very open. Like for example, you know, I don't like comparing or bashing countries, but I just came like from Swaziland, and I can tell you those people are not friendly at all. They're like they're very, I don't know, they have a different mind state. And once you come to like South Africa here, you feel like there's a breath of fresh air. You know, the people are so friendly, the police, you know, the random people in the streets, the bus drivers, the people in the shop, they're always very, very friendly. So I really like South Africa, and like you guys, you know, you're welcoming me into your house, you're driving me around, you're showing me around, all these things. You know, I don't take it for granted. And I'm much appreciated for that from the bottom of my heart. And to all South Africans out there, keep up the spirit of Ubuntu. That's what we want. Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. No, let me take this opportunity and say thank you very much for your
Thank
time,
you, man.
brother.
Pleasure is mine.
This is Kish My World.
Top of the morning.
Yes.
Yeah. That
ciao,
is
ciao.
it.
That is it.
That is it.
Oh.
Okay.
The guy behind the camera.
Yeah, guys, I'm the guy behind the camera. My name is Mpo. Steve is my nephew. Please kindly subscribe to his channel. Let's support him. And also, I've got a channel, Pakana Media. Yeah, you see, and some people say we look alike. Can you please comment and tell us if indeed we really do look alike?
No, we do not.
Yeah, no, please, man.
Kindly subscribe, please. Kindly subscribe. We really need you. We really need you. Yeah.
Yeah, so my channel name is Pakana Media. That's Pakana, Pakana, Pakana Media.
And
Please,
then mine is Stevovo19, which is STEVOVO19. Stemaf.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.